Many fans is still poking fingers at head coach Stephanie White for actually making the game not entertaining anymore, bro. This motion offense has to be addressed, and Stephanie White has to be held accountable because it's truly the offense that she's running, and it is not for Caitlin Clark at this point. Now, both Caitlin Clark and Stephanie White spoke to the media immediately after.
What really went down behind the scenes? Caitlin Clark just dropped a brutally honest bombshell about her health, and she didn't hold back on Stephanie White either. Was it shade? Was it truth? Maybe a little of both, wrapped in a jump shot and delivered ice cold. This wasn't your typical press conference. This was Caitlin, unfiltered and unapologetic. And let's just say jaws hit the floor.
I thought at times we could have played a little bit faster, and I think that's on me, like not conceding in that. We still got to play up tempo. We still got to play fast. But I mean, I thought for the most part we did a lot of stuff that coach wanted us to do, and you know, that wasn't why we lost.
I can't hold you, man. That kind of looked like she let that slip out, man. I don't know. But I mean, we all see it. When they play slow, it's just not a good team, man. They're not as good as we see that they could be, right? So they need to play fast, man. I think, you know, they don't necessarily look that good when they're playing half-court ball. Maybe taking something from the Valkyries, man. The Valkyries run, all right? They be running.
She doesn't just look tired. She looks drained, spiritually emptied. Caitlin Clark is running on fumes, caffeine, and pure determination. The WNBA keeps throwing obstacles her way like it's some cruel version of American Ninja Warrior.
The league needs to take care of Caitlin, not for special treatment purposes, but that's who everybody's there to see. Everybody wants to see Caitlin Clark play. And if you let other teams and other people beat the shit out of her, she's going to spend 2 weeks out injured. And your attendance is going to drop because people aren't going to get the chance to see her. And if you actually want to be paid the same as the NBA players, obviously not by actual dollar for dollar, but for revenue percentage, you need to protect her. You need her to be playing at her best and not be having the.
And while she's been the face of hope, growth, and sold-out arenas, she's also become the league's favorite punching bag, literally. The refs seem to think she's a crash test dummy, not a superstar. At this point, it's not just a few missed calls, it's a full-blown experiment to see how many illegal screens, elbows, and shoulder checks one player can take before she finally breaks down.
Aces defeated the Indiana Fever 89-81. And this game was disappointing for many fans, not only for the fact that it seemed like the Fever had this one in the bag, but they kind of gave it away at the end of the game, but also because it seemed like there was something off with this Fever team. They didn't have the same energy and spark that we all know and love. So many fans are asking, what is going?
The level of physicality she's facing isn't just excessive, it's borderline criminal. Not metaphorically, actually suspicious. There are muggings with less contact. At this rate, someone should probably check if a few defenders are hiding brass knuckles under their wristbands. And the league's response? Silence. Or worse, a few carefully...
I have figured out the solution to the Indiana Fever's problems. Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. This is what we gotta do. We gotta put Caitlin Clark off ball. We need to run a motion offense. So when the defense takes away what Caitlin Clark does best, we have other players that can still perform. So when she does have bad games, we're not completely dead in the water. I think that is the best way to move forward with this Indiana Fever team.
Every time Clark looks toward the bench, it's like staring into the abyss. Stephanie White stands there waving her arms around like she's trying to order coffee through a broken drive-through speaker while the game unravels in real time. It's not coaching.
First talk about Caitlin Clark. So she struggled once again in this game. She was 7 for 20 from the field and 1 for 10 from 3, which puts her at 1 for 17 over the past few games. And if you're a fan of Caitlin Clark, you know that this is so unlike her. She is arguably the best shooter in the WNBA, and she is having a significant cold streak over the past 2 games. But her missing shots isn't actually what bothers me. The thing that bothered me most in the game yesterday was the one shot shot that she passed up. Now, she had been missing a few shots, and if you guys were on my live stream, I said the thing that she needs to do is to continue shooting. Shooters shoot. The only way to break a cold streak is to continue shooting.
And here's the real tragedy. She hasn't even hit her sophomore stride yet. This was supposed to be the glow-up year. The I figured it out season. The phase where everything clicks and the game slows down for her. Instead, Caitlin Clark's out here trying to survive the Hunger Games armed with a water pistol and a roster that looks like it was drafted by chance. While fans are begging for help, league officials are too busy playing Sudoku with the rulebook. It's almost poetic, in a dark Shakespearean...
What'd you say? Wait, what? Did you just tell me that Stephanie White went on an interview tour this whole entire offseason saying exactly that? Did you just tell me Stephanie White went on an So how come when Caitlin Clark has a bad game, this team looks like absolute dog shit? How come when Caitlin Clark isn't busy backpacking this team, it looks like absolute dog shit, coach? Just a question. Just a question. What we saw today, folks, I feel bad for everybody that had to sit through that. Everybody that wasted 2 hours and 25 minutes watching the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces. I feel bad that we had to sit through that. That was a tough watch.